For the last division, we're going to cover the AFC East. We saved one of the best for last, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, Brother Bren, kick us off here. Who do you think is going to, rank them from worst all the way to first to the cream of the crop or the top of the division of the AFC East? No bias. Hey, just want to let you know, no bias at all for this division. Definitely none at all.
None at all. I don't know what he's doing there.
He's drinking the Kool-Aid.
Anyways, there's nothing in there, man.
Probably fucking
Because he drank it all.
Obsessed.
Probably couldn't, though.
Yeah.
It's
dirty coins from
Yeah.
strippers' assholes.
All right.
Speaking of the transition, Jimmy G was a Patriot. The Patriots, last in the division. They're getting better, but not this season. And the next team, Miami. I don't think their defense is going to do it. Sorry about it. Second in the division. I'm sorry about it. It's the Jets. Yeah, it had to be the Jets. Yeah, I got you. Now, the Jets sneak into the playoffs, might go for a little run, maybe win a Super Bowl. I don't know.
Holy shit.
The next team has to win the division. They have to. If they don't, I'm going to be so upset. It's the Buffalo Bills. Yes, the offensive line fucking stinks. Yes, there's probably going to be some weird thing that happens because it's the Bills. But they're going to win the division. That's all I got to say.
Hey, one thing to add in, though, you mentioned the offensive line. Every team in the AFC East, their offensive line kind of stinks. So, I mean, it's not that bad, right?
They
Can't be
they're
that bad.
They're just saving it for the real games.
Maybe they're saving it for the real games.
Yeah. That's what I think.
No.
They said during the preseason games, hey, let's just let people think our offensive line stinks. Just let them walk right through.
It's brain games.
It's a brain games.
One step
We're not
ahead.
that smart. Okay?
Jeez.
We're not. Can't.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, they still win the division, so that's good.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. The division.
Nola's dad, formerly known as Buffalo Bill himself, so there's definitely no
bias.
Never.
at all.
No.
The floor is yours, Nola's dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
no,
got his
that
jersey
guy
on.
is. Hey,
Hi.
this one's tough. This one's tough.
Is it, though?
It is.
It is.
Hey, we know what was at the bottom of the barrel. And I've already said what I had to say about them. The New England Patriots are going to be the last place team. Bill Belichick's last season as the coach of the Patriots is
Promise?
this year. I know so.
The last season.
We already talked about this. We ain't going down that rabbit hole again. We're running out of time. Rancho's got to get his DoorDash. Patriots, bottom of the barrel. Mac Jones, this is his last year. He's toast. Their fucking
Mac
team
Jones,
stinks.
too? Damn.
I mean, what?
Cleaning house?
Get rid of Mac Jones. He does.
That team stinks. If they go 5-11 or 5-12, what the fuck is he going to prove that he did?
I think they're winning.
Because they're losing 6 games at least in the division. At least.
They're going to sneak one in.
On
they're
who?
beating The Jets. The Jets.
Probably
No.
us.
Maybe twice.
And then we're going to look at the third
Probably
place
is.
Miami Dolphins with a winning record. Miami Dolphins, with the whole argument with Tua and Kyler, I've become a Tua fan, and I actually hope for some success around Tua Tagovailoa.
Yep.
And
We'll pass this.
hey,
week.
we'll take it. We'll take it. I think they'll have a little bit of success this year. They got a really stacked offense. Running back, their running back room needs a little bit of help. So if they get Jonathan Taylor, that's gonna be scary. When you got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle at the 1 and the 2, that's always a fucking nightmare. Especially if Tua can stay healthy and the way he slings that thing in 0.03 seconds. It's gonna be a tough time for defenders.
He learned how to fall. I don't know if you
Exactly,
noticed
and they're not even gonna need the offensive line if he's getting the ball out that quick. So. I have them, they're going to have a winning record, but it's not going to be enough. And then above them,
that. Here we go. Now we're getting to it here.
the fucking New York Jets, brother. They're not going to get it done. Aaron Rodgers is going to come in there, and it's going to be a complete fucking bust.
Yeah!
And that whole ship is going to sink.
Yeah!
Sauce Gardner is going to get burnt out of his fucking shoes
kinda like
at least
Sauce.
5-6 games this year. Because guess what? They're going to leave him in an island. They're going to this guy's a fucking top dog, thinks he's Darrelle Revis, and he's going to get fucking toasted. Sophomore slump. Hey, I don't think Breece Hall is going to be Breece Hall until next year. He's going to have a little ACL recovery that he's going to have to go through. Garrett Wilson, great wide receiver. Besides that, Alan Lazard ain't getting the job done for you.
Yeah, he's
Sorry about it. Offensive line is complete dookie shit. Quentin Williams is a fucking dog, so that's pretty scary. Other
It
than
is
that,
scary.
and they're all right. Not too bad. And then at the top of the fucking mountain is there's one team and one team only. The Kings of the fucking AFC East. What is this, 4 years? 4 years in a row it'll be?
5, 6.
4
Yeah.
year? 4 year?
Not
The
four,
motherfucking
not
Buffalo
five.
Bills, led by Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, who does not want to go anywhere, who is proud to be a fucking Buffalo Bill.
A Beal.
A fucking Beal, and yeah, they're going to reign supreme. They added some good depth on the offensive linemen by bringing in McGovern. They got some good draft picks. Dorian Williams is going to be a dog out there at linebacker.
I hope
Von
so.
Miller is back. Greg Rousseau is going to take a big step forward this year.
hope so.
Hopefully fucking Trey White is back to Trey White. Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde are both healthy. It's going to be a fucking dog fight, but they're going to win it all.
Yeah.
Definitely no bias.
No.
Not at all.
There was bias.
That's
there.
just facts, B.
Nah, just listen
Beal?
off facts.
All right, Donny, you got any facts for us? I mean, who do you think is what's the AFC East going to look like in your eyes?
Well, it's gonna be a nice little division for sure. It'll be nice. I'll take
It's nice.
New England at the bottom. They just have no explosiveness whatsoever on offense. Like they'll just win games like maybe 11-7.
Hey.
Like they'll just throw out weird numbers.
That's the Bill
They'll go
Belichick
ahead
way,
and
though.
score
Have a
12.
safety every game.
Yeah, just a safety, here and there. So Patriots will be last. Then third. I don't know what y'all got wrong with Miami. Miami not taking third in this division, bro. It's gonna be the Jets.
Damn.
Jets ain't nothing, bro.
That ain't nothing.
Jets ain't gonna be. They talking all this hype. They got the TV show. They got Aaron Rodgers. We taking pay cuts. We're signing all our old boys from the Packers.
Hey,
The
boys
Jets are
back in
gonna
town.
win like 10 games,
in
maybe
town.
9. Aaron Rodgers is like 67 years old. He about to sign up for Social Security soon, bro. They not winning like that.
Oh, my God.
So I could take the Jets third. Second, we're going to Miami.
Hey.
I like Miami.
Going to
Miami's
Miami.
cool place.
Yeah.
Miami's
Welcome to Miami.
Cool coach. He's a cool guy. He be running practice out there. They got good offense.
You running practice?
I hope he runs practices.
Holy
Yes,
shit,
sir.
that's different.
Tyreek Hill out here assaulting people, getting the job done.
Okay. Okay.
On the field, right? He's
On the
assaulting
field, he's assaulting. He's so fast, it's assault basically.
On and off the field.
Tyreek's nasty. Waddle's nasty. Tua's alive. They're doing well. They got
hope he's alive.
A-Chain at running back is nice.
Who?
A-Chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acne.
They got Jalen Ramsey too. Like, don't sleep on
Oh,
the
he's
Dolphins.
injured.
Just because the Jets are all this talk, they got Robert Saleh up there looking brolic, but then they got Hackett who ran the Broncos through the ground. Like,
You mean
Keep his
Eli
fucking
Apple?
coach's name out of your fucking mouth.
he's a bum. That guy, I bet you beat him in Madden because he probably doesn't know what he's calling out there. He
beat
probably get
everybody in
20
Madden.
false starts per
Oh
game.
my God.
So yeah, we're going Dolphins second. The Dolphins, I like them. They'll make the playoffs. They're pretty good. They'll be second, and then number one, got the Bills. Bills are
no bias.
some post-hype sleeper team. I think another year Super Bowl contender. So I obviously got them winning the division. AFC's tough, so I don't know if they'll have the 1 seed, but that would help. But I'll take them to win the division.
Yes, sir.
So if you had to ask me,
Let me ask you.
go ahead and ask me.
Hey, Tank.
Yeah, Donnie, what's up, man?
Hey, what do you think about this AFC East, man? You think how you think it's gonna fall?
Well, it's going to fall like the fall of the New England Patriots dynasty has the past couple years. They finished last. It's pretty simple.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of an impact Bill O'Brien is going to have on that offense, even though the chemistry is there. He's been there, done that, but I don't think he's going to get the job done.
But he used to coach back in college. That's
This is
not
the-
going to have an effect on it.
This is the big leagues, baby. This is the
Same
AFC.
college?
This is the AFC East we're talking about.
Say college.
So, don't
Yeah,
get me
they're not
wrong.
playing Wichita State every week.
Don't get me wrong. New England for some reason, their defense always finds ways to be competitive, but I think that's going to be different this season. They're going to find their struggles. I don't know what's going to happen. I won't go as far as Noah's dad say, Billy B, this is it for him. We'll see. You could be right. You could be right. But as far as this season goes, it ain't looking good. Third. From third to first, this is extremely difficult. But I do think the three of these teams all make the playoffs. So I'm going to throw Miami in third. Which they could still go like fucking like 12-4 or whatever. It's still somehow finish third. That's how good this division is going to be this season. Tua, we love Tua, right? This is a pro Tua show.
Big
he's
Tua
all
fan.
right.
Other than our new co-host here, he's not on board with that.
He's a bum.
Listen, just learned jiu-jitsu.
Let's go.
That's
I thought
gonna
it
be
was.
problematic.
I thought it was judo.
Either or, jiu-jitsu.
Get you a
jiu-jitsu.
quarterback that
Don't
knows
matter.
both.
Don't matter. He learned how to fall. Wears a bigger helmet. Recorded a cool GoPro video during practice the other day.
Ooh.
They got all the moxie in the world. Tyreek Hill is always going to be him. Good luck defending him and his speed. Defense loaded up. I mean, we did talk about Christian Wilkins and this and that holding out. That's going to hurt them a little bit. Jalen Ramsey out till December. They replace him with Eli Apple.
Burnt toast, man.
That area of the team's going to be a little toast. Apple's going to get burnt up until December. So we'll see how that plays out. Nonetheless, Dolphins finished third, but still making the playoffs. Second place. It's a New York team.
Say it. I know you're going to say it.
There's only one team in New York.
But
Say
they're
it.
really from New Jersey. The New York Jets.
There it is.
Shocked.
I think they go on a little playoff run when it's all said and done. Everything's looked good so far. I'm sold because I've been watching Hard Knocks.
It's good editing.
It's a great show.
That's good. Good
They
point.
just got good editing. That's all it is.
It's a great show.
They're tricking you.
So every throw they just
Whoop, whoop, CGI. Whoop, whoop. Wrong team.
I didn't think of that.
It's a green screen. The ball's on a stick. They're just
Yep.
running it to the
He
people.
said, how can we make Rodgers look good?
They got Fireman Ed running around with
Yes, sir.
losing his mind out there, but I don't know. The pieces are in place. You seen how successful they were last year with Zach Wilson, who didn't really play too good, but somehow defense top 5. I think Quentin Williams, potential defensive player of the year. I'm gonna throw that out there right now.
He's a dog.
He's the one that says, bless you, thank you.
Yes.
I like that guy.
No braces anymore. He's
He's a
free.
grown man now.
He's free now.
That's dangerous.
Aaron Rodgers.
They were slowing him down, too.
Aaron Rodgers bringing a new culture in there, a winning culture.
He just created that on his own?
He's already transformed Zach Wilson, as you've seen if you've been following along with Hard Knocks and everything. We talked about it last week. He went in there and said, "Hey Zach, listen, you need to go get your fucking mind right, get your mind off these MILFs," and that's what he's done. Okay.
To the ayahuasca tent, baby.
Garrett Wilson is looking like a dog out there. They just signed Dalvin Cook. Brees Hall coming back. We don't know when he's going to be coming back fully healthy, but you got Dalvin Cook to replace him for the time being. Fuck it. Offensive line, there's some issues, but like I said, that's almost every team in this division. New York Jets going to have a hell of a fucking season. That leaves us with the one and only Buffalo Bills. No bias.
No
Yes,
bias.
sir.
No bias at all.
Nice hat.
Thanks, man. You got to represent the new stadium, the future,
Yeah, no bias.
No bias.
where all of our money's going to.
What's bias? Couldn't tell you.
Not Donny's because he ain't
No
employed
bias.
through New York State.
That's right.
Yeah, not your
I'm
money,
off
but
the
the
green,
rest of
green,
ours.
green.
Right. Buffalo Bills under the radar this year. Somehow, some way, after all the hope, or not the hope, well, I guess you could say hope too. All the hype last season, everyone's picking them to win the Super Bowl. With all the shit that they went through last season, they had so many roadblocks set up between Dawson Knox's brother, the Buffalo shooting, DeMar
Blood,
Hamlin, the
blood,
snowstorms.
Blood.
You get it. If you were here, you would understand. So, other off-field issues too, but hopefully that got resolved. We'll see, man. All the like with the Jets, all the pieces are in place, but I think they got a shot at it to get it done this year.
But our pieces are better.
Mm.
Yeah. We don't got 40-year-old pieces over here in Buffalo. We got prime pieces.
There's going to be $41 million hit next year, so I think they got to get it done this year.
Time is now, baby.
Time is money, and I spent it on a watch.
Spent it on a fucking
That adds
Super Bowl. So with that being said, seems like we're all on the same page. No bias at all. I mean,
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
we all got the Buffalo Bills winning this division. So with that being said, compared to our takes, let's see how they compare to the one and only, our Stats Savant, the money man, Jacob Martin. Blah. I'm so sorry.
Blah, blah.
We had a hell of a scene. I'm so excited to hear what the numbers say. Jacob Money Martineau, take the floor.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Marty. Big week. We got the AFC East, and there's definitely no bias whatsoever for this division, okay? But let's get right into it, and let's look at FanDuel, their division odds for this division. So we have New England at plus 800. We have the Dolphins at plus 290. We have the Jets at plus 250. And we have the Bills, definitely no bias whatsoever, at plus 120. So let's kick it off, and let's start with the Jets. So the last Jets quarterback with a winning record, can you guess who it is? It's Mark Sanchez, okay? He finished with a 33-29 record as a Jets quarterback. He last played for them in 2012, so they have not had great success at the quarterback position for the past, 10-plus years. That changes this year, and we're going to get into it later. The Jets, they have the longest playoff drought with 12 years. Since 2016, can you guess their winning percent record? So they are 34-80 since 2016. That would be a 29% win rate right there. Absolutely horrible for them, and I feel for all the Jets fans out there. One winning season since 2011. So they have not been good these past 10-plus years, and I think that might change this year. So what changes? Now they have Aaron Rodgers, okay? And the NFL wants everybody to know that they have Aaron Rodgers and they're going to be good this year. They start Monday Night Football primetime to start off the season against the Bills. Then they play 2 more primetime games in the next 9 weeks. So they have 3 in the first 9. They play at home. They only play on the road twice in the first 9 weeks. So they're playing in New York a lot, and they're going to have a lot of rest advantage against other teams. Another key metric is they come in at plus 12. NFL best in the rest advantage right there. They play the Dolphins and Bills later in the season, and the Bills and Dolphins are going to have a rest disadvantage against them, so that Jets will have 1 more day of rest, 1 more day of game planning against an AFC East opponent. So if those 2 games, if they can win those games, they might be able to take this division. So that's something to look out for. So now we're going to transition into their defense. Their defense is legit. They played the number 1 schedule of offenses last year, and they were still a top defense. Bad news this year is they also play the number 1 schedule of offenses, but since last year they played very well against them, and I think they'll be fine this year. When they played against top 10 offenses, they had 7 games last year against top 10 offenses. They ranked number 1 in yards per play, number 2 in yards per attempt, and number 1 in EPA, expected points added. So this defense is very legit. I expect them to be very legit this year. They have a much better quarterback, a much better offense. I kind of like this Jets teams, and I think they could do well. I mean, they're projected at 9.5 wins, so I would not be surprised if they hit more than that. So now let's transition into the Dolphins. So I'm a big Tua fan. I like Tua a lot, and we're going to talk about why. So Tua, he started the season last year 3-0. He gets concussed, and they go 0-3 without him. He comes back, and they go 5-0 the next 5 games. So they're 8-3 to start the season with him. Then they lose 3 games against 3 tough teams. They lose against the Chargers, 49ers, and the Bills. So that's respectable, I would say. Then they go against the Packers, and he gets concussed again. They lose that. Then they go 1-1 without him. So with Tua, when he was healthy last year, the Dolphins went 8-3, respectable record, okay? When he wasn't healthy, the Dolphins went 1-6. So that shows that they need Tua to stay healthy this year if they want to win. They have a great offense. They just need Tua to just be healthy and just keep on providing for that offense. Now we're going to talk about little key metrics from 21 versus 2022. So in 21, he was number 16 in expected points average per attempt. In 2022, that went to number 2. Okay, that's a huge jump right there. In 21, he was 17 in success rate. In 2022, that went to number 5, a huge jump there. And then he was number 27 in yards per attempt in 2021 at 6.8. In 2022, that went to number 1 with 8.9 yards per attempt. So that's huge right there. So Tua is the heart and soul of this team, and he needs to stay healthy. That's a big factor for them this year. So now let's transition into their defense. Their defense lost Jalen Ramsey for the beginning of the season. He might be out until like November, December. But I think their defense will be much better this year. So they have a new defensive coordinator, Vic Fangio from Denver. So why is this important? Their defense last year, they struggled against two things. Third down and red zone. They both ranked 24th in the NFL in both of those. So it's key metrics they need to improve in. They allowed 2% of their opponents to reach the red zone. Is the sixth highest in the NFL. So they're allowing a lot of opponents to reach the red zone, score a lot of points, get a lot of touchdowns against them. So was the Vic Fangio hiring very important? So in his last season with Denver, Denver ranked number 5 inside the red zone. So if he can transition and bring that over to Miami, Miami can limit a lot of touchdowns and just force field goals when opponents are in the red zone. That'd be huge for them and it would help them win a lot. The last factor I want to talk about for the Dolphins is luck. So last year they were very bad in the luck category. They went 6-5 in one-score games. They finished -7 in the turnover margin, which was the 4th worst in the NFL. And they were the NFL worst, -27 in penalty margin right there. They finished 25th in fumble luck and 23rd in field goal luck. So variance is on their side this year, and they get more lucky. I can see them winning a lot more games right there. They're projected at 9.5 wins, so I would not be surprised, too, if they hit that over as well, similar to the Jets. So now let's transition into the Patriots. Coming in at 7.5 wins with the juice on the under. I'm not expecting too much out of this team. So last year, won 8 games. They beat Zach Wilson twice, Skylar Thompson, Jacoby Brissett, Sam Ehlinger, Mitch Trubisky, Jared Goff, and Colt McCoy. This year they open up against Jalen Hurts, Tua, Rodgers, Dak, Derek Carr, Jimmy G, Josh Allen, Tua. Then they have their bye. After their bye, they get Herbert, Mahomes, Allen, and Rodgers. Okay, so that's just death row right there against quarterbacks. They're facing much tougher competition, and I'm not really expecting too much out of this team. They switched play calling, though. They went from Matt Patricia to Bill O'Brien, and we're going to talk about how Patricia was absolutely horrible for them. So the Patriots were number 10th in the NFL in 2021 for their offense. Matt Patricia takes over, and he goes from number 10 all the way down to number 28th in the NFL. Absolutely horrible coaching by him. And we're going to talk about why. Play action. They didn't use enough play action. Mac Jones was so much better with play action, but they did not use it. So with play action, he was 60% success rate, 10.2 yards per attempt, and he was plus 0.69 EPA, expected points average. Without play action, he was negative 0.53 EPA, 38% success rate, and 4.3 yards per attempt. So much better with play action. So they should have used play action at a high rate, right? At a high clip last year. They used it only 14% on early downs. Makes absolutely no sense to me, and I'm just not sure why they just didn't use more play action. But I'm glad Patricia is gone now. Another coaching mishap. The Pats, they had a 44% run rate on 2nd and 10. Why are they running the ball so much on 2nd and long? All that does is just put Max Jones in a bad position on 3rd downs. He's going to have to come clutch on 3rd and longs or 3rd and shorts, and that's just not a success rate for good teams. What do good teams do? They are very good in 3rd down avoidance, and the Patriots were just okay with 3rd downs. Don't understand that at all. So I think that was a result of bad coaching and bad play calling as well. If we look at last year, they had the 11th easiest schedule of defenses. They were the 3rd toughest this year. In the first 7 weeks, they play 5 pass defenses that are ranked top 10 last year. Their schedule is much worse this year. They have the hardest schedule in the NFL, actually, so that's not a key metric for them. The Pats played 7 playoffs teams last year. They went 1-6 against playoff teams. This year, they're projected to play against 9 playoff teams that made the team's playoffs last year, so I can see them losing a lot of those games. And just this season for the Patriots fans, I feel like it's very grim for them, and I'm just not expecting too much out of them. So now let's transition into, I'm definitely not biased, okay? We're going to transition to the Bills. Not biased whatsoever. We're going to look at how the Bills, what the Bills did good last year and what they can improve on and stuff. So their run game was huge. So in 21, their run game, they averaged 3.9 yards per carry. In 2022, they transitioned that all the way to 5.8 yards per carry, which would rank 1st in the NFL. Why was this big for them? So by having a good ground game, This helped the average distance to go on third downs. Okay, the Bills were the best on converting third downs at 55%. A lot of this had to do with a good run game and having a lot of third and shorts instead of third and longs right there. So what are key metrics the Bills really need to look into this year? More play action, okay? With play action, they were much better, and we're going to talk why. So play action, 0.27 EPA, 50% success rate, 8.7 yards per carry with play action. So that 8.7 is big. Yards per attempt. Without play action, they go from 0.27 EPA all the way down to negative 0.07 EPA. They go from 50% success rate all the way down to 38%. And their yards per attempt go from 8.7 all the way down to 5.9 yards per attempt. That's almost 2 yards difference right there. So they're much better under play action. And they only use the play action at the 56% clip. That would rank 14th in the NFL. So the Bills really need to focus on more play action. And then another big metric that most people are overlooking is their punt return, kick return game. Nyheim Hines is injured and done for the season. He was a huge player for them last year. We're going to look into it a little bit more. So before Hines was on the team, they started at the 25.7 yard line, and they averaged only 19.7 yards per kick return, which would be 25th in the. When Hines came to the team, they started from the 25th all the way to the 30th yard line, and they went from 19.7 yards per kick return all the way to 27.4 yards per kick return. That was huge for them right there. They would rank number 6 in the NFL. So their starting was much better with Hines. So they without this, they're going to have to find someone that can do that. Very big for them. Bills really need some good starting position. So now we're going to talk about the Bills and why this is a must-win year for them. Josh Allen, his cap hit this year is only $18.6 million. Next year, it goes up by $30 million, all the way to $47.1. So with more money going to Josh Allen next year, they're going to have less money to spend across other positions on the team. So this is very important that they win this year. What the Bills need to do is treat every game like a playoff game, and they really need that number 1 seed. Why do they need that number 1 seed? In the past 3 seasons, the number 1 seed in the AFC made it to the Super Bowl. You get a first-round bye. You get to avoid your competition in the second round, and then your last game is at home. If the Bills can avoid the Chiefs or the Bengals in the second round and get them in the third, much better chance of winning. So the Bills really need to win this year, and I'm definitely not biased at all when I do my projected standings. So coming in last, I have the Patriots. They're just in a very tough division. They're just not good. I don't really expect too much out of them. Hopefully Mac Jones can improve this year, but not expecting too much. In number 3rd, I have the Jets. So the Jets can definitely finish in 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. This is a very competitive division. They have a very easy schedule, and that rest advantage is very huge for them, especially later in the season. So I can definitely see them coming in 1st in this division, so I would not be surprised. Number 2, I have the Dolphins, okay? Big fan of Tua, like the coaching on that team. I think their defense will be much better this year, and I definitely can see them coming in 1st, similar to the Jets. Very tough division. And then in number 1, I'm definitely not biased whatsoever or anything like that, okay? But I'm Bills, all right? That's all I got to say. I think the Bills are going to – this is their season to win, and if they don't win this year, I don't think their future will be as bright as it was. So that's all I have for the AFC East. Definitely one of the most competitive divisions, but as always, stay on that grind, and money never sleeps.